I'm going to turn this analog clock piece into a much more functional solution where I can store my phone securely without making any holes or drilling in this cool mod project video. I'll put all tools and supplies used in the description below in case you want to do the same thing. If you enjoy this video, liking and subscribing is always appreciated. So, I'm going to remove this clock, which I think is pointless because the radio just below displays the digital time. I'm not sure what Chrysler was thinking. They must have thought, let's have an analog clock so people think whoever buys this is sophisticated. Well, this clock cost them a lot more effort and money to make when they could have just put a magnet here and called it a day. Oh well. Anyway, let's get to the fun and start working on and upgrading this clock. Okay, so in order to get to the clock, grab a flathead screwdriver or plastic trim stick and remove the bezel. I'll start from the corner and go all the way around, prying this apart carefully. Next, from behind, remove all the push connector clips. If struggling, then put a flathead screwdriver or pointed tip to push the clip down and away to release the connector mechanism. The number of wired connectors may vary, but should be under 8. It's pretty straightforward. Now I'll take this center console bezel trim assembly to the shop and grab some tools. You'll need all these supplies, a 1/4-inch ratchet, an extension with a 4mm deep socket, neodymium magnets, not ceramic magnets, you need powerful magnets, so that would be neodymium, a flat tip screwdriver, and some glue. You need 2 of these and a 3-pack of these. And these are the sizes. I'll leave all these supplies in the description below. Real quick, in a different video, I put some glue on here to test how well and how long a magnet would stay on here, and to see if I would like placing a phone on here. The glue will eventually get soft and melt, especially if you live in a really hot environment, and then the magnet will fall and you might even have a sticky mess to clean up. This is why I am now securing a magnet to this permanently. I will actually post a link to that failed video project in the description so you can see why you shouldn't just glue a magnet to the outside of this clock. Okay, now I'm going to flip this over and remove the clock now. There's 2 small screws on the sides. So right there on the right side and the left side, use a 4mm deep socket with an extension and a ratchet. There we go. Grab a small flat tip screwdriver and pry off this clock trim. Then do the same thing for the plastic clock cover plate. Next, clip here, here, and on this side, there's tape right here. Ha. Peel the tape back. Okay. Carefully pry up the clips. If you break any of the clips, don't worry, you could always place some tape on those later, or heck, even use a plastic welder. If I had long fingernails, this would be easier to pry apart. Go ahead and pull this off. Okay, cool. Now I'll pry up around this little round cover that holds the, I guess it's called winders, feeders. I'm actually not sure the technical term. Maybe a watch expert can mention in the comments what the components are called in the inside. I'll be watching for that. Okay, no more lame jokes. Anyway, cool. There's that elegant clock face. Okay, now I'm going to take this beautiful, nice piece right off. There we go. Now, the reason why I pulled this up, and essentially you have to break this off, is because when it's connected, it's actually raised up a little bit. Because I'm dealing with space, every millimeter pretty much, that's a big difference. Okay, now I'm going to just close this back up. Or if you want, you could even put like a small magnet in here. Because the more magnets, the stronger the connection will be. I'll place this snap part back on. Line that up. The paper insert will be used as a backing plate for the magnet. This paper was actually behind here. Let's put this on. Grab that tape. And two of my clips broke, but it's more than fine. I can always put tape there. Now put the neodymium magnet on. I'll leave all the items that you'll need to buy for this in the description. So that's the magnet. Go ahead and grab some glue, and we're just going to put it all the way around, more so in the corners. Line the glass up with the holes. Good. Now grab this side. This is the flat side, so that goes in here. Line that up with the holes as well. Snap that in. Clamp it down. Want to really make sure it's nice and tight with that glue. We're going to put this back on here. And just to show you, the glue helps, but what's really securing it is this right here. And this oval shape is being pushed on here, so there's no way this is going to come out anymore, which is the point. Before you put in, make sure you put the bolts in on the sides first. Now go ahead and line it up. Just get it started, both sides. Once it feels nice and tight, then you can release it. You'll know it's nice and tight when it doesn't wiggle. Excellent. Magnet clock replacement is now secured. I'll take this bezel assembly back to the car and show what to do next without the old wire harness clock connector. So go ahead and plug back in all the connectors, starting with the bottom, and then the ones in the middle. The top two. Only connect the one that goes to the flashers, which is under the clock piece. And the top one, this will not be connected. So this is the plug that connects to the clock. I no longer need to use it, and I checked the fuse location to see if it affects anything else. It does not, but if you're concerned, just put some electrical tape on and you'll be good. So we'll just tuck that in here somewhere. Go ahead and line up the unit. Use your hand. Okay. Once the unit's in, so I need to put another thick magnet here. This will provide a tighter connection. And then you can put the phone here, or if you want it to be even stronger, you can add another magnet. This holds 25 pounds right there. There we go. Nice and pretty. Looks nicer that way in my opinion, but it's up to you. It's just stronger, the magnetism. Now you could use a phone case with a magnet built in, or you could just grab an old phone case and put a magnet in it like this. I guess I'll make a separate quick video on how to add a magnet to an old phone case. I'll put that in the description for those interested in watching later. Anyway, now you'll see how great this is. There we go. Got my phone on here. Put GPS maps on there or whatever I need to use it for. I call it the car phone. The more magnets you put on here, the stronger it will be. However, if you don't want to put a phone here, put a hook or whatever your heart desires. Or hey, add some class, put a nice wine bottle there. So as long as there's a magnet on whatever you want to put here, then you can make it happen. I hope you enjoyed this creative project on turning something that wasn't useful to me, such as that old analog clock, into a cool magnetic phone holder. So if you like this cool idea, feel free and try it yourself, and let me know what you think in the comments below, or if you have any other suggestions for those who want to do a project like this. Like and subscribe, and see some of the other cool hacks, tips, and tricks for fixing your car. Until next time, have a great day. Voila. Cool.